video back in Egypt. This is long overdue, but everybody's been like asking me, what happened to Karen? Everybody's messaging me, all my friends. What exactly happened to Karen? So here's the story. I met a Karen in my dorm. So the story is, okay, wait, I should technically sit somewhere. I'm gonna make this video really short because apparently the last video was, sorry, I'm holding the thing. Okay, let's see. Let's cut this, do it again. Hi guys, so the first video is like a failed attempt. So I actually came out in the streets of Cairo now, actually. Just standing like in the middle of the street, placed my phone somewhere stable. So I just want to tell you the Karen story, okay? Basically, what I did was I checked into the hostel. It was pretty late in the evening. You know, it's one of the cheapest hostel in Cairo. So there are 4 girls in the dorm. So basically, there's 4 beds in the dorm. Okay. What happened was, all right. It was about 10:30 p.m. I didn't know this person was a Karen, okay? 10:30 p.m. I was sitting in my bed, trying to organize, just about to go to sleep, you know. But I was actually checking some receipts because I did some purchases. And she was going to bed, and she actually said to me, can you turn off the lights later? And she did this, can you turn off the lights later? You know, that kind of fake smile. And I said, yeah, in a minute, don't worry, I'll turn it off, you know. I just thought it's like, you know, a traveler's dorm, you know, you meet like really nice girls. That's my personal experience. But wow, before she actually put the comforter on her, or the duvet, she actually said, you will turn it off, right? This is a tone of voice. You will turn it off, right? And I was like, I looked at her and I just nodded. Okay, she went to bed. It's already 10:30. Around 10:40, okay, I thought I'll take 10 to 15 minutes. Another girl walked in, a lovely girl. We actually bonded. We did a lot of activities together. After that, she came in. She was trying to refresh. And you know, she has some plastic bags that she puts things in. And she was like trying to open the plastic bag, you know. It gets a bit noisy, okay? And this Karen actually woke up. She woke up and she was like, she started staring at this girl who was like using the plastic. She was like, you know. So I was like, wow, something is wrong somewhere. Something is just fish, something just off. Okay, so then I took out my toiletries, getting prepared. Exactly at 10:40, she was like, I need to sleep. I want the lights turned off because I need to sleep. She just, you know, she became very rude. And she actually shouted at me and also the other girl. She was really shocked. And I said, that's when I actually told her off. I said, listen to me, this is a dorm. Okay, this is a dorm, and can I help you? Can I help you? Okay, hi. Okay, good. Sorry. So that's when I actually got really annoyed, and I actually said, listen to me, this is a dorm, okay, it's a sharing dorm, okay? And I already told you I'll turn off the lights. It's about 10:40, you know. And she said, if you are so fussy, why don't you get a single room for yourself? Don't you have this eye mask? I actually asked her, do you know the eye mask that you put on? Don't you have an eye mask? Okay. Interruption, sorry. That spot wasn't really convenient to actually speak. A guy started following me. And I had to tell him I'm married and I showed this ring. That's a very good tip. A very good way to escape stalkers in the street. So anyway, back to that, and I asked this Karen woman, why don't you get an eye mask? Don't you have an eye mask? Like every traveler has an eye mask. It's like you get it free on the flight. Like I got mine on Ethiopian Airlines. Get it. And then she got shamed. She was a bit shamed, and then she went to bed. In literally 3 minutes, she got up and she ran to the reception and made a complaint. So the guy who works at night, basically, he doesn't speak any English. And what he did was he went to get somebody, and these two guys came into the female dorm. Hey, back at the dorm. So because it was just impossible to record in the street because I got followed the first time, and then the second time is like memory space was over, so I came back to the dorm to actually transfer some photos and videos. So now there's space, continuation of the story of what happened with the Karen, and then she made a complaint, and the guy at the reception couldn't speak English. He actually came with somebody else into the dorm, and what happened was he started dictating me. Okay, these two guys barged into the dorm and started dictating me. Okay, what he said was like, "What are you doing? Why don't you turn off the lights? Don't you know that you have to turn off the lights?" And he said, "It's common sense, all right? It's common sense. The lights needs to be turned off." And I was in the dorm with my face mask. The audacity of this guy to actually dictate me. And the funny story is, the irony is, he asked me, "What's your name again? What's your name again?" And I was like, who the hell is this guy who is so rude? After the incident happened, the lights were turned off. Okay, I was very cross because if this was the hostel staff, oh my god, man. Okay, so what I did, I immediately walked to the reception. It's funny because the other guy who was dictating me, who was rude to me, was actually not there. Wow, so I actually asked him, why isn't there any rules saying that the lights needs to be turned off by 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock? Okay. And who is this guy who came in and dictating me? Like, who is this guy? He said, no, he's just a guest. I was like, what? You brought a guest to actually translate to me. Okay. And this guest is actually dictating me? Like, it's common sense to turn off the light. It's common sense to turn off the light. Dude, you are in a big ass trouble. Okay? Let's keep it that way. I kept on talking. Okay. Somebody was there in the the hallway. He told me that if you want to make a report or complain, you can do it tomorrow. And I was like, okay. They were just not so serious about what I'm saying or what I'm talking or la la la. So what I did was, I have a friend here, okay, and he not only speaks Arabic fluently, he also speaks Egyptian Arabic. Bravo. I went and told him what happened. Wow. Imagine you have a friend that you know for a long stand by your side. He went to the reception and asked him in Arabic, who is this guy who went to the dorm and was rude to her? And the guy in the reception was like, because my friend doesn't only speaks fluent Arabic, but he speaks fluent Egyptian Arabic. And it's like, who's the guy who went and spoke to her rudely? Okay. And the guy at the reception was like, he got scared. It was a 360-degree turn, like how this guy was and the eye contact he had towards me and how he's talking to my friend. It was totally different. He was so scared. He was like, he kept on talking. Nothing really happened in the dorm. Nothing was serious. This guy was just translating. No, I trust her because I know her. And if you are not telling me the truth, and why did the guy actually go into the room? Number one. Number two, who is he to actually ask for her name? And number three, why is he detecting her? I actually started talking in front of the reception where everybody could hear. I mean, you could just come into the dorm and say, "Excuse me, miss. Okay, I'm sorry, whatever you're doing, but the lights needs to be turned off by 11 p.m. If you don't mind, try to finish whatever you're doing and please turn off the lights." Sayonara, that's done. So this conversation went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, between my friend and the guy at the reception. Okay, this went on for about 10 to 15 minutes, and at the end he was like, "I am really, really, really sorry. I am really sorry," and he apologized. So when he said sorry, we dismissed. My friend and I, he went to his dorm and I went to my dorm. We slept. In the morning, it's breakfast time. Okay, obviously I'm gonna make a complaint. And they told me the manager will have is somebody who's kind of petite with glasses. Okay, so I went in there. I saw this guy who's kind of petite with glasses, and I actually greeted him. "Good morning." I said, "Are you the manager?" He said, "Yeah." "I have a complaint to make." He said, "What do you want to complain?" This is his first impression when I said, "I have a complaint to make." Okay, he did this to me. "What do you want to complain? What do you want to complain?" He didn't even ask me, "Is there anything I can help you? Is there anything I can do for you?" He's like, this is sexism. You need to hear a woman out, okay? And you need to hear, I'm your guest, okay? You need to hear me out. So what I did, I actually called my friend again. Woohoo! And he came back. He came to the reception. He was like, "Listen, we have a complaint to make. This is what happened. Okay, there was a Karen and blah 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 and fine." He should have just gone to her. Whoever the guest was trying to translate should have just gone to her and said, "Excuse me, miss, can you please turn off the lights? Because we have a rule here that lights needs to be turned off by 11 p.m. whatnot." And he responded totally different, entirely, oh, wow, wow. He just mind blowing. This guy was just like, "You know what? I am really sorry. I'm so sorry. This shouldn't have happened. I am really, really sorry. This will never happen again. On behalf of the hostel, it will never happen again. And I will tell the guests, okay, not to speak to any other guests anymore." So I said, "Who is this guy? Why did he ask for my name? He's a guest." I said, "I want the name in case I'm making a return complaint or whatnot." Because three things, okay? The guy came into the dorm. Number two, he was a translator, but he was rude to me. Number three, the hostel shouldn't have done this. Should have mentioned earlier what are the rules and regulations here, okay? Right. So he was like, "Why do you need the guest's name?" So my friend was like right in front of him, right in front of the manager, so-called manager. He was like, "Do you know the guy?" I said, "Of course I know the guy. I was about to take a video." And my friend was like, "Okay, if I see him, I'll have a word with him." And my friend, he has karate. He knows karate, so he can break anybody's head. And the manager's face was like, I was like, "Okay, I'm really sorry on behalf of the hostel. This will never happen again. We are so, so, so sorry. Okay, and I'll tell the guests not to speak to any other guests anymore. See, okay, I just left. That's what happened in short. So tips, okay? Tips. How to handle a Karen. Tell a Karen off. Number 2, handle the situation professionally. Okay? Second tip, if you've been treated like discriminated as a woman or people don't want to listen to you, always take a man with you. I know it sounds really like, oh, what? Is this 2022? Are you sure? Yes, this happened. That's why I'm traveling. I always have a man around me here in this country, okay, especially Egypt. So, another tip is tell the guy to translate, speak on behalf of you. It has to be somebody really trustworthy who speaks the local language, okay? So, I have a message for Karens. If you're traveling, stop being a nuisance, man. Get an eye mask, you know what I'm saying? Like, behave. This is not your country, and people come from around the world. Have some respect, okay? Right, peace out. And I'll leave you guys with a short video of a nice guy that I met from Switzerland, and he played me some tunes, a song that he wrote on his guitar here. I met him at the hostel. After I spoke to the manager, I went down to speak to this guy. Okay. It's funny because they didn't let him play guitar, so he went down the stairs to play the guitar, and I went down to catch him. And I asked him a couple of questions, and he actually played a tune for me. So here goes. I'm gonna keep this really short, guys. Okay, love you. Subscribe, like, comment, tell me anything you wanna watch. Hugs.
I'm from Switzerland.
Okay, and you write your own songs?
Yes, my artist name is the Crack Street Boy.
The Correct Street Boy, okay.
Yes.
Where do you perform?
Where I perform?
Yeah.
I perform everywhere, on street, on public.
Like street basking?
Sometimes, but
Basking.
more in Switzerland.
Okay, okay, cool. So we will hear your guitar soon.